Section 1. The Pull of Extremes. Materialism and Spirituality. Our modern world often feels torn between two extremes. On one hand, we are bombarded with messages of materialism. Acquire more, consume more, define yourself by what you own. This relentless pursuit of external gratification leaves many feeling empty and unfulfilled. On the other hand, there's a growing fascination with spirituality. People seek solace in ancient practices, hoping to find meaning and purpose. While the pursuit of spiritual growth is commendable, it can sometimes become another trap. We might become attached to spiritual concepts, rituals, or identities, losing sight of the true essence of spiritual practice, inner transformation. Both extremes, materialism and spiritual materialism, distract us from the same thing, the present moment. They keep us locked in cycles of craving and aversion, constantly seeking something outside ourselves to make us feel complete. The truth is, lasting fulfillment cannot be found in accumulating possessions or achieving spiritual milestones. It resides in the only place that truly matters, the here and now. It is in this present moment, free from the weight of the past and the anxieties of the future, that life unfolds in its entirety. To truly live, we must learn to shift our focus from the allure of external pursuits to the richness of the present moment. This involves cultivating a deep awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations, meeting each experience with a sense of presence and acceptance. Section 2. Beyond the Surface. Seeking the Heart of Compassion. Compassion is often misunderstood. It is not merely about feeling pity or sorrow for others. True compassion runs much deeper. It is the ability to see the suffering of others as your own, to recognize the shared humanity that connects us all. This recognition dissolves the illusion of separateness, allowing us to respond to others' pain with genuine empathy and understanding. When we approach life with compassion, we begin to see beyond the surface of things. We start to recognize the pain, fear, and joy that reside within each of us. This understanding fosters a sense of connection and kindness, not just towards others, but also towards ourselves. Compassion is not a passive emotion. It is an active force that compels us to act. It inspires us to speak up against injustice, to lend a helping hand to those in need, and to treat ourselves and others with kindness and respect. In a world often driven by self-interest and competition, compassion offers a radical alternative, a way of being guided by empathy, love, and a deep sense of interconnectedness. Cultivating compassion is not about achieving a state of perfection. It is about making a conscious choice every day to approach ourselves and others with kindness, understanding, and a willingness to connect on a deeper level. It is through these acts of compassion, both big and small, that we begin to heal ourselves and the world around us. Section 3. The Now. More than just a moment in time. The present moment is often mistaken for a fleeting point in time, a mere stepping stone between the past and the future. But the present moment is much more than that. It is the only place where life truly exists. The past is gone, the future is yet to come, but the now is always here, always available to us. It is in the present moment that we experience the world in its fullness. It is where we taste our food, feel the warmth of the sun, hear the laughter of loved ones. It is in the now that we access the richness of life itself. However, our minds are often elsewhere. We dwell on past regrets, replaying old conversations and reliving past hurts. We worry about the future, anticipating problems that may never arise and clinging to expectations that may never be met. This incessant mental chatter pulls us away from the present moment, preventing us from fully experiencing the beauty and wonder of life as it unfolds. To truly live in the now requires a conscious effort to bring our attention back to the present moment. It is about noticing the sensations in our bodies, the thoughts passing through our minds, and the sights, sounds, and smells that surround us. It is about engaging fully with whatever arises in this moment, without judgment or resistance. Section 4. Mind and Consciousness. Architects of our reality. The mind is a powerful tool. It allows us to think, to reason, to create. But the mind is also easily distracted, prone to wandering into the past and future, constantly seeking stimulation and engagement. This incessant mental chatter can prevent us from experiencing the peace and stillness that reside within us. Consciousness, on the other hand, is a state of being. It is the awareness that is always present, the silent observer behind the constant stream of thoughts and emotions. It is the part of us that is able to witness our thoughts and feelings without judgment, to simply observe them as they arise and pass away. Our minds are constantly trying to interpret and make sense of the world around us, creating stories and narratives that shape our perceptions. This is not inherently a bad thing. Our minds are designed to process information and make sense of our experiences. However, when we become overly identified with our thoughts and beliefs, we lose sight of the bigger picture. We become trapped in our own limited perspectives, unable to see the world with fresh eyes. The key to freeing ourselves from the tyranny of the mind lies in cultivating consciousness. This involves learning to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, recognizing them as transient phenomena that do not define us. As we develop this awareness, we create space for peace, clarity, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Section 5. Trapped by time. The illusion of past and future. The past and the future exist only in our minds. The past is but a memory, a collection of thoughts and images that we hold on to. The future is nothing more than a projection, a series of anticipated events and imagined outcomes. Neither truly exists in the present moment. Yet, we spend so much of our lives trapped in the illusion of time. We dwell on past regrets, reliving past hurts and replaying old conversations in our minds. We worry about the future, anticipating problems that may never arise, and clinging to expectations that may never be met. This incessant mental time travel prevents us from fully experiencing the only moment that truly matters, the now. The past cannot be changed, and the future is beyond our control. The only moment we have any power over is the present. When we release our attachment to the past and future, we free ourselves to fully embrace the present moment. We become more present in our interactions, more attuned to our surroundings, and more appreciative of the simple joys of life. This doesn't mean we should ignore the past or disregard the future altogether. The past holds valuable lessons, and the future provides direction and motivation. However, we must learn to approach both with a sense of detachment, recognizing them as mental constructs rather than concrete realities. Section 6. The ego's grip. Dissolving the illusion of self. The ego is the part of us that seeks to define itself, to create a sense of identity based on our thoughts, beliefs, possessions, and experiences. It is the voice in our heads that constantly compares, judges, and seeks validation from the outside world. While the ego serves a purpose in helping us navigate the world, its constant need for validation and control can prevent us from experiencing true peace and fulfillment. The ego thrives on separation. It creates a sense of self that is separate from others and the world around us. This sense of separation leads to fear, insecurity, and a constant need to protect ourselves from perceived threats. It is the root of much of our suffering. Dissolving the illusion of the ego is not about eradicating our sense of self. It is about recognizing that our true nature is not limited to our thoughts, beliefs, and experiences. It is about connecting with the part of us that is beyond the ego, the part of us that is whole, complete, and interconnected with all of life. This process of ego dissolution can be challenging. It requires us to confront our deepest fears and insecurities, to let go of the need to control, and to embrace uncertainty. However, as we begin to dismantle the walls of the ego, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Section 7. Awakening to the Now. A journey of self-discovery. Awakening to the now is not a destination. It is a journey. It is a process of continuous self-discovery, of shedding old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve us, and of embracing the fullness of life in each present moment. This journey is unique for everyone. There is no right or wrong way to awaken to the now. It is about finding what works for you, what helps you to connect with the stillness and peace that reside within. Meditation, mindfulness practices, and spending time in nature can be powerful tools for cultivating present moment awareness. These practices help us to quiet the mind, to become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, and to connect with the present moment more fully. However, awakening to the now is not limited to formal practices. It is about bringing a sense of presence to everything we do, from washing the dishes to having a conversation with a loved one. It is about approaching each moment with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to experience life fully. Section 8. Compassion, the bridge to authentic connection. Compassion is the bridge that connects us to one another. It is the recognition that we are all interconnected, that our joys and sorrows are intertwined. When we approach others with compassion, we see beyond the masks we wear and connect with the shared humanity that binds us. Compassion is not something we need to cultivate, it is our natural state. It is only when we are lost in our thoughts, consumed by our own desires and fears, that we lose touch with our innate compassion. Cultivating compassion is about remembering who we truly are. It is about recognizing the suffering in others and responding with kindness, understanding, and a willingness to help. It is about extending the same kindness and compassion to ourselves, recognizing that we too are worthy of love and acceptance. When we live with compassion, we create a ripple effect that extends outwards, touching the lives of everyone we encounter. We become beacons of love and understanding, inspiring others to live with more kindness and compassion as well. Section 9. Living authentically, embracing the present moment. Living authentically means embracing the present moment fully, without reservation or judgment. It means showing up as our true selves, imperfections and all. It means living in alignment with our values, speaking our truths, and pursuing our passions with courage and conviction. Living authentically is not about seeking external validation or trying to be someone we are not. It is about embracing our true nature, accepting ourselves unconditionally, and living in accordance with our deepest truths. When we live authentically, we free ourselves from the need to conform, to please others, or to live up to external expectations. We give ourselves permission to be who we truly are, without apology or explanation. This is not always easy. It requires courage to be vulnerable, to embrace our imperfections, and to live in a world that often values conformity over authenticity. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we live authentically, we experience a level of freedom, joy, and fulfillment that is unparalleled. We tap into the power of our true selves and inspire others to do the same.